Hello. The gameplay. Camera's working, at least for now. Switch over to everything. First things first. Say hi to the squeaks. And the bubbles. And the Ulysses. Good job. Back with more power wash. I'm going to relax. I'm going to clean up a bandstand. And then probably start whatever job is the next one. Clean up the bottom section. So I want to do inside last, or I want to roof? Let's do roof last. Oh, my phone buzzed. And just email. No one cares. And I fell down. Oh, let's get back up there. Yes, you're right. I should also. Hey! No, Palmer, what did you do? Hey, thank you for the gift subs, Palmer. Alright, so that means we get another bean. Got a good collection of people that gifted subs. Or like got the subs gifted to them. Let's deactivate that and reactivate that. Also, welcome on in, Palmer. Hi. Talk time. No, why am I so low? Let's see what we got. We got toasted marshmallow or stink bug. Is that what this one is? I don't think that's what this one is. It might be though. You know what? We're going to use it anyway. So we get super surprise flavor. Alright, toasted marshmallow or stink bug. It's not toasted marshmallow, folks. Oh man, that is not a pleasant flavor. Oh, I gotta fix that, don't I? Yeah, I still appreciate it, Palmer. That refresh. Come on, any minute now. Drop you down to 2. Save changes. There we go. Alright, we're back to 3 from the next time I get another bean. How's the world doing for you, Palmer? Mr. Bigglesworth. Oh, no. We currently have rain right now, but it's supposed to turn to snow mid-evening, I want to say, because it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit right now, and by 2 o'clock in the morning, it should go below freezing. We should get snow. It's like a -20 here. Oh, jeez. Well, yeah. Stay in, stay warm, get some hot cocoa. I've been making my own hot cocoa, which is a dangerous prospect. Let me warn you, because I've been using like Baker's dark chocolate and some sugar, and so instead of getting like the milk chocolate hot cocoa, it is pure, rich, dark chocolate hot cocoa, and it tastes amazing. And I don't know how I'm gonna go back. Hey Amber, welcome on in. You missed me having to eat a bean? It was definitely not toasted marshmallow, and it was very much stink bug. I have done it as well. Like the Mexican. Oh yes. I once made the mistake going to the fancy coffee place that was nearby my work. Hey, thank you for the bits, Amber. Didn't give me a sound. I'm not sure why, but that helps. We're now what? Oh, there we go. Sound was delayed. Okay, well, I mean, Palmer came in and immediately gifted subs to make it happen. So we're what, 60 to 2? Oh, hey, thank you for the gift sub again, Palmer. So now we're what, 3 out of 4? I'm not sure why everything's delayed with the widgets. Oh yeah, we got Hype Train. Well, hold on. Let's open up the hype chest. We're getting close. I think we're 2 away. We're 2 away from the from more beans, Palmer. Unless the widget. Why is the widget only saying 2? Let me refresh this real quick. Okay, so the widget's not doing it right because I started off with 2. This should be up to 3 at the very least because you gave me 1 more. And you gave me 100 bits. So let's do that as well. There. You fixed that. Okay, so yeah, 2 more subs away from getting another bean, and then now it's 700. Well, now you know what? I'm gonna leave it. It's for some reason it's delayed, but because that's my mistake, I'm gonna leave that as a as a delay. So now we're 1 sub away. That's fine. Oh, sorry. What were we talking about before all the shenanigans happened? I went to the fancy coffee shop that was nearby my work once, and they had a Mexican chocolate. And when I ordered it, because I like spicy as well, they asked what my spicy tolerance was, and I'm like, I don't have a spice tolerance. Like I'm very good on spice things, and she took that as a challenge. That was the spiciest hot chocolate I've ever had in my entire life. Why is this hidden? That shouldn't be. Want me to come back next month to get more because I got to get that second. Go for it. Absolutely. Mike will always be the first spot because my little brother is a terror and a menace. But I will absolutely like to see you to fight for that second spot. White guy spicy. See, like, here's the thing. Like, I generally don't. I legitimately. Like, last time we ordered from a Thai place that had, like, spice levels and then Thai spice levels, I ordered on the Thai spice level and I maxed it out. Like, I generally, like, I'm very good at spices. It's just, when it's your drink that's spicy, I have the problem of, if I need to wash away the spice, I do it by drinking more instinctively. So I just kept on drinking more spicy hot chocolate, and it just kept on building. It was delicious and tasty, but there we go. Oh, absolutely keeps you warm. All the big things there. Okay. But yes. Anyone have any big plans for January? We're getting, what, almost halfway through the month? I know I got a plan for my sister's birthday, which is towards the end of there. Also, if you are within the sound of my voice, Amber, this is my, what, bi-monthly reminder to read Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, or finish it. Because I know you started it. So I gotta get more people reading more Cosmere stuff. Gonna have to wait till Onyx Terminal. Oh, jeez. You know what's a problem when you're obsessed with the world? When I am prepping for an RPG game I will not play for a minimum of 8 months from now. Like, I'm getting stuff ready, at least mentally, and plotting stuff, for a Mistborn game, for the Cosmere RPG, and the books aren't even out yet. They won't come out until September. And even then, I'm not playing the game, or not running the game for people, until my current, the GM of the current game wraps up her game. Yet I'm still doing things like, I have a sub 10-minute little speech about everything that sums up the history of the world until the era we're playing in. Because I have problems. There's a sickness in my brain. So I got a question, Amber. And this can just be yes or no because I don't want to spoil anything. But one thing that frustrated me, do they explain how bonding with griffins works yet in Onyx Storm? Because they just drop them at the end of Fourth Wing and like, hey, griffins are a thing. And they're like, okay, great. Like, and riders bond with them. Okay, is it the same as dragons? Nah, we're not going to talk about that. Do they also get magic powers? We're not going to talk about that. Just, what? You can't just do that to me. I need the world building. Like, when my ex was reading Iron Flame, I think it's the second one. Like, I was like, I'm not going to plan to read it. I just need you to explain some things to me if they get brought up. And to my knowledge, they never got brought up in it. Okay, all the big things. Yes, it's closer to the end of Iron Flame. Okay, good. Well, I won't have your spoil stuff in case people in chat that show up want to read it. But it bugged the living daylights out of me. They're like, hey, no, this is a thing. And I'm like, okay, how does it work? And then nothing. It was evil. Both Griffin and Powers are explained. Fantastic news. That means it's on a wiki somewhere, hopefully. I can just read that. Because I don't want to read it anymore. Have to do. Feel free to DM me. Let me know all that stuff. Because, like, I do not plan to read it. Like, they're on Kindle Unlimited, which is, it means that it's tempting at times. Because I'm always a sucker for dragon riding fiction. But I didn't like the first book so much. I don't want to read it again. But there's potential there. And that's the aggravating part. Like, I can read schlock. I've routinely read stuff that have just been too stupid or whatever. It just, the fact that it's almost good frustrates me. Okay. I've been known to read plots of yeah, absolutely. Hell, I think I saw a clip from the ending of the movie Eternity. And like, I don't plan to ever watch that movie, but I wanted that clip explained, so I just went and like literally last night went on a wiki and read the plot. There's some movies I'm just never gonna watch. I'm always curious about what the hell is going on. I've been trying to avoid spoilers for. Well, yeah. Onyx Storm exploded over Instagram and TikTok and everything, especially with the whole shenanigans that happened with the Target exclusive books that have artwork in them that is seems to be AI generated. I want to say I can't remember where the determination ever fully came down if it was actually AI generated or not. But the last I saw was people freaking out because it looked like it was AI generated. I'm going to do it with the movies that my husband watches so I know What goes on before he does? That's because you're a menace, Amber. You're an absolute menace. So honestly, sometimes I don't want to get into the movie, but it's the background. I have to listen. That is fair. Like I'm sometimes that way with like shows my sister watches, because she'll be watching it, and she'll be using his background noise. So like, she'll have no idea, um, like what the answer to my question is, and it seems like it's something that should be obvious because it's something like they're bringing up in character, but still it's just like it's been too long since the initial stuff happened. Then I have to like because I think she was watching The Rookie, and like there was a whole episode where they keep on talking about how like he's been suspended for an extra month of being a rookie versus everyone else, and I was like, why? And she's like, I have no idea. I was not paying attention. So then I have to go digging through the wiki to find out why it was. There's a good ding. There's that ding. Okay. Can I just say I'm not excited for Doomsday at all? Like I've watched all the little clips about people coming back for Doomsday, and I just like I'm intrigued. I will keep tabs on it, and I will probably read the wiki when it comes out. But like I don't know, like chomping at the bit. Like I have to watch Avengers Doomsday for this. Come on, you. Ding. Ding, you bastard. Oh, we got ad break in about 5 minutes, folks. But yes, I am a sucker for a magic system. I will always be a sucker for a magic system. That's why I was interested in Fourth Wing. I love dragon ridings. I love magic systems, and I'm a huge sucker for a magical tattoo. Case in point, keep an eye out for the, you know, say certain books releasing for Subversion later on. Um, but I just couldn't. I was so frustrated with her from that. But yeah, like I was telling my brother, because with the release of the Mistborn RPG at the this September, brother-wise, the people who make the Cosmere RPG aren't sure what the next book is going to be. There's a couple different options they have. One of those is called World Hoppers, and I want it badly because the main draw of that book, at least for me, is that they're going to put in a bunch of tiny magic systems we haven't seen before. Stuff that hasn't had a chance to get its own story written by Sanderson yet. Like, I would love to see just the smaller magic systems that show up. it's going to be so cool for me. But I don't know if we're going to get that anytime soon, which makes me sad. Because they still have Elantris and White Sands and Warbreaker that they're also interested in producing. Because Elantris was the first thing he actually published, so it's got a special place in people's hearts for that. Warbreaker is a fantastic story. It's standalone, and has characters from that show up in Stormlight, so it's got appeal for that. And then White Sands, the graphic novel came out, and he's got on the deck of something he's going to write is an actual prose version, so that's exciting. So I can see why they might show up first, but I want to see my tiny little magic systems. Okay. All right. Let's grab you. Put you here. Start at the very top. Ooh, this is pretty colors. Oh, and Saribot got another one. Thank you, Saribot. Thank you, Amber, for recommending Saribot, because that has been one of the best mods I've had on my channel, of just instantly catching stuff. Big ding. Okay. We're at 80% already. Nice. We're at 80% already. We don't have another job yet. That seems like a potential problem. So this whole thing is the roof cupola. Gotcha. Just a couple dings, folks. Just a couple dings. Started playing FF14 online recently. Interesting. What class you playing? And how are you liking it? I used to play it for a little bit. I think my favorite one was the monk, because I just run around punching people. Healer, conjurer. Ooh, interesting. You got all the conjurer already? Nice. I will say it was funny, because in typical Joe fashion, I always play the big giant races whenever I get a chance. I enjoy those. I like being... I myself am a big guy, so I like playing big guys. And I was playing a black mage for a bit, and it was hilarious because the majority of the black mages are the tiny little. I changed to summoner at some point. Magical ops. It makes sense. Summoners are fun. Then you get the little unicorn horn, if I remember correctly, as well. But I was playing a black mage as a uh, as one of the big giant races. But the majority of, at least in the starting town I was in, the majority of the black mages were the little tiny, like, halfling race. So I was just towering over everybody as I was trying to learn my magic. I think I tried out most of the classes, honestly. Because of course I did, because I always get classitis. Unless, like, forced to play something. Another reason why I prefer tabletop RPGs, because I can't just change my character willy-nilly at the drop of a hat. Yeah, I think the most fun I had was just running around as a monk and just punching people and not worrying about anything. Okay, there's the big thing I'm looking for. There's that. And now we can just go and start clearing out the edges here. That reminds me, Tread has a game I need to look into. Because apparently there's a game from the same people who made the, You're Not My Neighbor or something like that. The game I played for Halloween. One of my spooky Sundays. But a game where you have to be the one checking in people at, like, a zombie apocalypse checkpoint. Which sounds interesting and terrifying. Okay. Getting into the almost the 90s, so trying to get things that are glowing when they're not done, which is nice. Parky, I hate you. Like, my hatred of the park warden stems from the first game, where he would routinely have, like, just, I think, like, the skate park or the playground that were just atrocious for children to be using. But, like, the fact that this got so bad, I mean, like, he doesn't know why. That, plus, as always, he's the one that owns the Sasquatch house in the first game, which is By far, one of the most tedious maps in Powerwash Simulator 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, geez, 5 more. Okay. Give me a second. Just making sure world isn't ending. Because I keep getting buzzings. Also, the parkour didn't say anything at 80%. Oh, if you're within the sound of my voice and need a good anime recommendation of the current season, I highly recommend Sentenced to Be a Hero. It's got some good grimdark going for it, and it's not the normal grimdark craziness. Bit more warlike. It's a lot more fun. And Amber, at least the second episode of Fate Strange Fake is out now, which is literally a Fate Stay Night Holy Grail War set in America, which is hilarious. We had some chili and cornbread casserole for dinner. Where is mine? That sounds amazing. It all comes back to one of those things of like, the sayings of parents aren't picky eaters because they're the ones that buy the groceries. Because there are definitely foods that like my family does not eat. Since I'm not the one who buys the groceries, I don't ever get them very often. I have to like fight to get kielbasa one week, so that I could make a snack of it for myself. Cornbread's definitely one of those. Like, no one else in my family really likes cornbread, which boggles my mind because I love cornbread. Big ding. Okay, I'm worried, game. It's at 94%. You still haven't given me another job yet. So either the game is glitching, or like the job is going to be something like plot relevant. Like the mayor's going to steal my cat, and I have to power wash my way to get my cats back. just bought the this upgraded power washer, right? I'll check in a second, because I don't think I have enough money to buy the next step up. Washer equipment. Yeah, I've only got 1,000, and it's 5,000 before I get this one. Okay, so we got a bit of ways to go. Stick in there. Last of the sections for the cupola, for the roof. There's that thing. I can feel my lungs wheezing because of the cold, because yay. Nothing like having asthma and living in a very wintry place. I'm gonna have an inhaler around here somewhere. I'll probably take it after the stream. Oh, we're at 99 already. I don't know how it got. Yeah, something either is wrong with the game or wrong with life. It's gonna. Something bad's about to happen. What's still dirty down here? Do I have to go up here now? You. Let's ding. I hate ladders in this game. Forgot what you were going to tell me. Well, that's not good. Do you remember what genre of conversation it was about? About a book, about a game, or about what we're going to DM me? It was going to DM me about the Griffins. Unless there was something else that just popped up. By the way, has the sickness finally passed in your house? Is your house still the plague house? Thinky Baby distracted me because he was climbing on my chair, and I said, "What the fuck?" And he enchiladed it back to me. Oh, echolaliated it back to me. Gotcha. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm so proud of him. The first time he has ever said anything like that. Well, I mean, I love you, Amber, but knowing you swear around him a lot, so that's impressive. This is the first time he's... You got to almost 4 years old. I need to find a game no one has ever speedrun before. Spedrun, I guess you... I don't know what the tense of it would be. So that I can speedrun it real quick. And then have my name on the board for like 5 seconds. That's all I want. Like, I recognize I am not a speedrunner in any way, shape, or form. Where are you still dirty? Like, I recognize I am not a speedrunner. There we go. New job available. Powerwash Services. On behalf of the Berkeley Street Residents Committee, I'd like to commission you to clean up the eyesore, which is number 46. Oh, it's a cute little house. Let's clean that. While we do that, we're going to stretch out my leg. We are at the lovely time of year where everything hurts. In case you guys haven't noticed, the fact that I've had my hair down the past, 5 million streams at this point. Oh, my head is constantly hurting. My knees are constantly hurting. My back is constantly... I slept wrong on my neck because I'm old. Alright. Let's continue, and we'll go back to home base. Nouveau house. Oh, you're here. Fantastic. I don't know why Camilla sounds like this, but she does now. This house has been a blight on the streets for ages. Honestly, if he wasn't such a good lawyer, we'd sue him for lost valuation to our collective property. Not to mention the damage he's doing to Buckingham's chance of becoming Town of the Year. Fuck this Town of the Year. Berkeley Street in front and center of the magical processional, mayoral processional route, so I'm sure he's aware. Don't worry about getting evicted. We've checked all the local bylaws. It's perfectly legal for you to be here, so let's get washing. Oh, great. So he's going to sue me. That's fantastic. First things first. Let's do cat check. There's Ulysses. Do we have a Bubbles and a Squeak? Squeakers, where are you, bud? Oh, found a gnome. Oh, there's Bubbles. And there's the Squeaks. Hey, buddies. Okay. Harper Shaw. Wait, Wishy, you know whose house you're cleaning, right? I don't. This is going to be a problem, isn't it? Yes, absolutely. I would love to see the inside of this house. Like those doors, the little balconies, this little, like, turret. This would be a perfect reading nook thing. That'd be gorgeous. Just checking out everything else. What's the old saying for, like, fantasy stuff? It's like Art Nouveau is made by elves, Art Deco is made by dwarves. This is absolutely fits that. There's the big dings. There are hobbit doors in Shrouded. You can literally make a hobbit house. Nice. Yeah, I did go digging through the class list for Enshrouded after stream, because of course I did. In a hole on the ground lived a hobbit. No, hey. I love this little like turret tower here because I think because whatever room, there's got to be a room up there, right? Yeah, that I want that room. I want to be able to have a little balcony I can walk out onto and just sit on top of my little tower. Which class were you most interested? Probably Battle Mage, honestly, from what I saw, just because heavily armor but with magic sounds fun. It generally is where I tend to go. Is like give me like big defense, but I love using like throwing magic at people. Again, it all depends because with a survival game, like I could see healer being amazing in a survival game. Just being like, no, we're not. Everyone line up. I'm just gonna make sure you're all tip top before you go outside and start, hunting things down. There is something cathartic about being a healer. I'm just saying no. I I reject the premise of this video game being like, about managing hit points and being tough and everything. I'm gonna make sure everyone is tip top constantly. Zavon the Sage, the legendary lawyer. Apparently, they are all set to take down the mayor years ago. Well, I mean, I'm good with Xavian doing this. But after being foiled by a dirty jury, he got so disillusioned that he went into seclusion and has been there ever since. Well, I mean, Xavian, I'm with you. If we want to, let's clean up this jury and clean up this town. There's the big ding. Which, honestly, going back to the introductory conversation, now that I think about it, it is something I routinely do. I love a time. I love classes that change the way the game plays. Like, there's a board game called, like, Spirit Island that my little brother loves. And so I picked up a copy one time when he was visiting. And it's all about, like, working together and as like spirits to get colonizers off of your island and save your people and everything like that. And then I gravitated towards the ocean spirit, which uses completely different mechanics than everything else. And there's just something fun about that for me. Of the, I need to learn a whole new mechanic just to play this. I don't think there's anything like that in Enshrouded, but my thought of like healers being the ones that like a healer in a survival game who is desperately like keeping everyone alive in the similar vein of just saying no, I don't like I reject the premise of this game. I'm gonna do my own thing here. It's one of the reasons why. Got back to the Cosmere rant for me. One of the reasons why I love Mistborn so much is because there are 3 different magic systems in the Mistborn world. All 3 of them are fundamentally very different in how you use them. And that's going to translate into the RPG as well. So, like, there's going to be similarities and, like, a same, like, baseline system, just in the sense of, you know, like, D&D style. You're going to roll these dice, you're going to use these skills kind of situation. But, like, how you engage with them is going to be different for each one. And it's such a fun concept for me. Like, because, like, in D&D you have clerics and wizards, you have divine and arcane magic, but they're pretty much just identical. They're both spell slots, they're both, you know, spell lists, and they act pretty much the same. In Mistborn, with Allomancy and Feruchemy, which are the 2, like, main, quote-unquote, like, good guy magic systems, like, Allomancy is you swallow the metal and burn it with inside of you and gain superpowers from it. And Feruchemy is you store the metal in, like, bracelets and rings. You store, like, an aspect of yourself in bracelets and rings made out of metal, and then you can draw it in later on. And there's just that simple fact that they act fundamentally different is going to be a fun thing for an RPG, in my opinion, where it's not everyone using the same exact magic system. 2 people, even 2 people have the same metal in the party, might interact with it very, very differently, and that's a fun aspect for me. I cannot wait to see how that is, like, rules-wise. Alright. We've been going for about an hour and 4 minutes. I'm probably going to go to an hour 15, and then call it, so about 10 more minutes. So I'm starting to get a headache from all the pressure and everything. Not the water pressure, but the weather barometric pressure. Because it's been oscillating like crazy. So I might call the stream and go find some headache meds. Oh, Harper Show's back. Wishy, do you think we should ask Xavier? Absolutely, we should ask Xavier if we can get a hold of him. I took this job because it's the only job I have. Golden rule is never get on the bad side of good people. You know, I'll reach out. Thank you very much, Harper. $10K points left to get the purple fun. Oh God. I knew there'd be consequences to take away your baby shark redeem. Look, I'm warning you, it's not a good pun. It's a very bad pun. It's a 5-minute long, well, not 5 minutes, but it's a significant chunk of time long bad pun. Been there forever and I still haven't seen any redeem. Well, yeah, there's a reason for that. Nobody ever... You're the only person who's stuck around this long, Amber. Everyone else comes and goes as time goes by, but no one else is sitting there accumulating the points like you are. Plus, I took away your baby shark redeem, and I've been giving you free release the main redeem this winter, because my head's been killing me. It's the perfect storm. Alright. I'm gonna call it there. It's... Where's Delana when at least the main is free? I don't know. I haven't seen Delana in a little bit. Alright, folks. I'm gonna call it there. My head is starting to get worse. So I'm a little bit earlier than what I said I was going to be, but I want to make sure I grab some headache meds before this gets too bad. So we're going to call it there. If you've managed to get to this end of the YouTube video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps. And as always, thanks for stopping by, guys. Thanks for breaking my cow lamp. I'll see you guys soon.